Okay, welcome to the first step in learning how to retext your models. So we're going to start off with the very basic. So we're going to use the VRP Clone Trooper pack as our example. These steps will apply to every single model on the workshop. Well, it should, in most cases, because they're all packed and uploaded the same way. So our first step will be to subscribe to the add-on. And my download is paused. Oh yeah, okay. We're gonna have to wait a little bit. I apologize for my very slow Wi-Fi. I am on campus Wi-Fi, so takes a bit. In the meantime, I'll explain a few things. Uh, Going into this, I'm going to be assuming that you went through the Program Links channel and downloaded everything and verified that it is working. Uh, if need be, I can make a separate installation video of all the tools needed. But so far, this tutorial is based off of you already having every single program needed and every single program verified running. And I'll reiterate this again because it's in rules. The most important thing when modifying these models is that you have permission. So we'll go back and we'll look. So with VRP, they have their basic info. That servers, I don't know if it's around anymore. This usage disclaimer. This is very important. Uh, so yeah, he's gonna DMC any packs holding any of these models. Uses the VRP clone base. You're allowed to create your own pack using the base models in the CT pack only. So that's very important. He wants us to only modify the CT pack. So if he catches anything outside of that, he will take down our pack. And the VRP base requires us that we use this banner. Aussie, I think, also requires that you use a banner. And other stuff. For whatever reason, here, let's see if Seagull has. Oh, he got banned. I don't think he has his own base up. Yeah, his is just a clone trooper pack, so we will just have to go off that. Is that done? Okay, good. So then, back to work. So our first step was download the pack and look through the usage, see if we have to ask for permission first. So then we launch Garry's Mod. Why is my Chrome open? Okay. So then we're gonna let Garry's Mod load. This is very important because you can't just download the add-on off the workshop and immediately decompile it. You're gonna have to have Gmod verify and install the file on launch. So it'll do the fetching subscription, and it'll do mounting the workshop content, and it'll go through its proper channels. So once that box goes away, and you, of course, when you can actually use your menu, you will be able to quit out of Gmod, and then continue on to the next step. But obviously, it's wanting to take its sweet time. Okay, there we go. So you see how it's gone. I always like to check. So yes, it's installed, it's enabled, so we're good to go. So then we quit out of it. Let it, do its verifying stuff so we don't break anything. So we're going to open our Garry's Mod. And then this is how I like to do it. I already have a folder. You can follow along exactly how this is set up. You can do whatever. So tutorial is where we're going to be doing all of our work. And I always like to do VRP. This is going to be for the SMD files. Then VRP base textures. Now the file naming convention isn't very important at the moment. You could name the files as whatever you want as long as you're able to find them. So let's see here. We're gonna start checking here. There's two places you're supposed to check for your add-ons. The first one's the easiest. I always gotta double check if they got a weird naming convention. The RP. So this one isn't here. Okay. So we gotta check the ID. So the ID is 219-487-8789. So we're going to go here, back to our Garry's Mod installation folder, and we're going to back up to Steam Apps. We're going to go to Workshop, Content 4000. That is the ID for Garry's Mod. And then we're going to hunt for this ID, which is 219-487-8789. So let's see here. So there's the 2s. So obviously we have to continue going on till we get to the next 2. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, here we are. So 2-1. So we're looking for 219. So here it is, 219-487-8789. So the name here doesn't really matter. They could be named temp, they could be named upload, they could be named whatever. So we're going to make a copy of that. And we could keep this open for later. Then the important thing is, oh, yeah, that's why we're keeping it open. So we got to go back all the way to our Garry's Mod installation. And what we do with this GMA file is we do gmad. This is like its built-in decompiler, and we just drag and drop it on top. So it'll create, you no longer need this GMA file. It'll create a temp folder. And I always like to drag it out so it's not sitting in that temp folder. So as you can see, we have Lua, which is its auto run stuff. So if we look at this, this is all the stuff to make it a actual player model. The materials would be all of this. So this is going to be your VMTs and VTF files. Then we're going to go to look at models. So if you remember correctly, we are only allowed to modify the CT, let's see here, I'm losing it. CT backbone almost creating it. I guess I missed it. Or read something wrong. So let's start with CRT, not CRT, CT Trooper. So you see stuff like the player model, CT Trooper, model file. Then it has stuff like physics, the arms, the VTX files. I don't know what they do quite because that's not, important. So my bad. I need to change this to decompiled. Put those there because the SMDs are going to be something different. So you're going to need your crowbar. We're going to go to decompile. We're going to browse to find the model file. So we're going to go here. So we go to our tutorial, our decompiled, our models, our CT Trooper, and you see the CT Trooper.model file. We're not going to do arms, the just normal model. So we're going to open that. And the output, we're going to put it as, I was messing around with Jedi stuff. Wasn't worth my time. We're going to put it into the SMD file. So make sure, match these options that I have selected. These are all default, but if anything has changed, just check it against this. And we're going to press decompile. See, look, it went fairly fast. Decompiling, finished. So we're going to go here and look, all of our SMDs. So what is very, 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 very important, if you move the QC out of the area where the SMDs are located for this specific model, it will not work. Basically all this is it's just telling the add-on, essentially. It's like, okay, here's the group, here's what the file name for that specific model or object is. So let's say we took out Trooper Body Fixed Arm, and it tried to index Trooper Body Fixed Arm. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't be part of the model. It'd be missing because you moved it out of this folder. So I'll say it again. Do not move the QC files out of where your SMDs are located for that model. So far, we've already done 90% of your decompiling. This last step is just to verify that the QC worked, and then I will move on to teaching you how to convert VTFs to PNGs, how to load those into I'm blanking, how to load those into Substance Painter. So we're at the tail end of this first step. So we're gonna launch Blender. This always takes a while to load. Okay, so ignore that. Delete all this because we do not need it. Going to go to File, Import, Source Engine. PCQC is one of those options. Going to click that, and we're going to go into our tutorial. We're going to find our VRP SMD. We're going to find our player model, CT Trooper. And we're going to import. And we're going to let it be. It's got to think. Depending on your PC, this will load fast, this will load slow, or it won't load at all. So you see all of these. We're going to just delete. Okay, so now you can verify that all the add-ons that you want are in, like all the accessories, everything's loaded, and to give you a rule of thumb, if it is a separate object, it is a different color. So the armor is a separate object from the under armor, which is separate from the helmet, which is separate from that visor. So this concludes our decompiling portion. I hope to have the rendering portion and everything up soon. So good luck. You can slow this down if need be. You can ask questions. I will be glad to help. So thank you.